What's going on, Team Cirone Gamers? It's Nathan from Team Cirone Gamer channel. As you guys can see here, I've been doing some Tithe Farm. They did recently just update Tithe Farm, and I'm just going to talk about some of the changes that they made while they did that, and what you can kind of expect from your time here. So there are quite a few collection logs that are locked behind Tithe Farm. I am 99 farming, so I'm not actually benefiting from the XP here, but it is pretty decent XP as well, so that's something to keep in mind if you're looking for some easy farming levels, not having to wait for your trees to grow and everything like that. um, that being said, there's a couple different methods for actually doing the mini game. If you're really interested on looking it up, there's lots of videos on YouTube about the different types. I do what's known as 20 by 5, so you plant 20 seeds for every run that you have, and you do that 5 times to use up 100 seeds. Now, they have just updated, you can bring more than 100 seeds at a time. I don't know if the rewards are still most beneficial to deposit 100 fruit at a time, but that's what I've been doing. You guys can see I have 187 points right now, and with that, I could unlock a couple collection logs, but I'm actually just going to do one more round of fruit. So you guys can see I already have 80 here, so I'm going to go for another 100. That's going to push me over 200 points, and I'm going to buy a reward from the shop that is part of the collection log for this place. Other than that, the other things you can expect to get reward-wise from here are the farmer's outfit, which gives a small boost in XP. It's 2.5% in your XP if you're wearing it when you check or harvest, things like that, and any farming activities. And there's also an auto weed function, which is fantastic. You weed your patches and then never have to be weeded again in the future. The outfit, the auto weed, there's a couple different ones that I'm forgetting. There is the one that I'm going to buy on video, which is the Growlker's can. It's basically a magic watering can. It takes up 1 space in your inventory, and I believe it holds 333 charges. And it fills just like a regular water can if you use Humidify. You guys can see I'm on Looters. It'll fill immediately and have that many uses. I believe it's 333, but I'm not going to put my money on that. There's also, you can buy from here an herb sack, which is a fantastic tool. If you don't have one, I would highly recommend getting one before you start any type of slayer grind. It stores 30 of each grimy herb in 1 inventory space, and it is easily one of the most overpowered single items in the game, in my opinion. It is fantastic, and it makes your time, especially if you're an Iron Man, a lot easier, especially when you're doing Slayer. It also works for your farmed herbs. You can store them in there. Usually you just note them at the leprechaun anyway. You guys can see I have these tiles marked as well. So this is the path that I use for my 20 by 5. Now, the reason I have these specific tiles marked, I'm not going to go into a ton of detail about movement in RuneScape because, to be honest, I don't know the mechanics that well. But this way, if you're not taking a single step, your character is always running to these steps. So 1 single step is okay, your character won't run. If you move 3 steps, your character will walk to the 3rd step, and it'll actually cause you to go a little bit slower. This is not super important for the 20 by 5. But if you ever want to learn 25 by 4, you have to be tick perfect. So this is the way to do that. If I can figure it out, I will leave a link to the tile map that I have. Like I said, it's pretty simple. You just follow each of the squares, and even from this 20th square running back to the beginning, you'll see I'm continuously running all the way to the end. So from each of the numbered tiles, you're going to move diagonally, and then the next tile, your character will run, diagonally, run, diagonally, run, and then this one helps line up the next row. So from here to here is 4 steps, so 2 and 2 makes your character run for each step. You're basically reversing the stepping order on the next, And then if you were to follow this whole path, you would get to this step where I changed it a little bit, so you could diagonally walk and hit this, but then that causes your character to be an uneven amount of tiles from this next one. So I've opted to have a 2-step here, which allows your character to run continuously to this next patch, which is where you plant your last 4. So you would get 16, then 4. We're going to do 4 steps, 2 steps, 4 steps, and repeat the process. So I'm going to go ahead and deposit these fruits. You guys will see, let me just reset my trackers here. So we're going to snag 35k farming XP, and I wouldn't say that took me more than 10 minutes to get 10 to 15 minutes to get a full set of 100. So it is pretty good XP an hour. You guys can see, if I could just keep depositing, I would be getting 2 mil XP an hour. Not sure why I just used humidify there, because I don't even need it anymore. But now that we have grinded out some of our points, we're going to go ahead and buy this Scrollicers can.
Collection log slot completed.
And we'll go ahead and thank Mr. C Engineer for his input there. So you can see the charges left are 100%. As you use them, the charges will wear down, and then you can simply just use humidify like I did for these watering cans, and it'll completely fill back up. So yeah, that's the new thing. The other thing that they updated, you used to only be able to take 100 seeds at a time. They have made it so you can take 10,000. So if you're planning to stay here, it is a pretty good way to get 99 farming. It's not recommended because the pet chance is incredibly low, and it does take a while as well, and there's a lot of other things you could do while you passively get 99 farming. So if you guys are looking to get started with this, there is a few other rewards here from the shop. As far as I know, there's some sort of blessing that is available to Iron Man that I can't see obviously on my main account. I already own an herb sack. I already own a seed box. I got my herb sack from Slayer, Wildy Slayer. Seed box obviously is exclusive to here. And I do own the straw hat only because I needed it for master clues. So my next goal is to get these other 3 things, which are the rest of the outfit, so that the collection log is done. So if I go look here, I have 1, 2, 3 objects, or 3 items left on this collection log, and that's what I'm going to be going for. So yeah, make sure you guys hit Tithe Farm. The points have been updated, so you get way more points for your efforts, and it's made it a lot better to be here. So if I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to RuneScape, give me a shout. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to add you, if you guys play, anything like that. I'd be more than happy to show you guys around. I'm a noob myself, so I'm still learning, and I would love to learn with some of you guys if you play. So let me know, and we will catch you guys in the next one.